Hello and welcome to Sarah's Tarot. Happy New Year to all the lovely goats out there. Here is your reading for February, and I have the Rider-Waite Tarot and the Angel Answers deck for you this month. I also have a fortune cookie for you, which I shall read out and open and read out at the end of the reading. So stay tuned to hear your fortune, won't you? Okay. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe on the button below and click on the little bell to be notified of when I upload in the future. And it's the year of the pig this year. The pig, as people, they tend to be very friendly, sociable, kind creatures, and they like to live life and have fun. They, let their hair down, and let's hope that some of that energy rubs off on us this year, all us other signs. And the bottom card this month is the Sun card. What a lovely start to your reading. Now, looking at your other cards, this does indicate a lot of hope and positivity. Now, if you have found that January was a pretty tough month, which it can be for many of us, especially after Christmas and the New Year, February looks to be so much better, so much brighter, okay? And you could even expect some happy news this month with the Sun card coming out for you. Now, the first card relates to your romance and love situation. And this Queen of Cups card is the energy of water signs, Pisces, Cancer and Scorpio. And for those of you who are in a relationship, it indicates that there will be some possible heart-to-heart discussions this month between you and your partner. I feel there will be a certain amount of sensitivity. As a goat, you do tend to be quite a sensitive soul. In fact, if you were to relate your sign to that in the Western astrology, you would be the sign of Cancer, which is a water sign and is indeed very, very sensitive at times. Although such beautiful souls, but emotions are your thing, okay, and this month is no exception. I do feel as if you'll be very intuitive when it comes to your partner as well. You'll be picking up on their feelings, and maybe they've got something to say. Maybe they need to open their heart, or perhaps you do. So it could work either way or both ways, but you certainly will have a real intuitive connection with their feelings this month. And for those of you who are single, then the Queen of Cups card relates to your feelings again, but maybe you're looking back, I feel, on past relationships and possibly missing someone, or feeling a bit sad, feeling a bit as if you could do with someone to share your life with. The Queen of Cups is someone who has so much love to give, and I feel that that's the case with those of you watching today, those of you who are single. This love, this big cup of love, it's full to the brim, and you just want to open your heart and let it pour out, don't you? But you have been bitten in the past, shall we say, or betrayed in the past, or let down in the past, and it's hard for you as a goat to then pick yourself up and dust yourself off, because your emotions run so deep. But so this is a month for getting in tune with those feelings and maybe healing from any past hurts. And then as we move along, we have the card that relates to career and finance. Excuse me. Now, the Ten of Wands, as you can see here, is a card of burden. It's a card of responsibility. And this guy here is breaking his or her back with all these sticks that they are carrying. And that's what's happening for you this month. You know, there is this feeling of burden and heavy responsibility. And goats do tend to take on a lot of responsibility, especially when it comes to looking after others, you know, whether it's children, husbands, wives, parents, grandparents, whoever. They are generally the ones to step in and do the caring. So maybe you are a carer in some way, or a mother or father at home looking after little ones, and you have other burdens as well. Perhaps you're working outside of the house too. Whatever it is, you've got a lot going on and a lot to carry, and you really do need to let go of some of these responsibilities that you have. If it's at work, if you find yourself being put upon, you know, being expected to do more than you can handle, then it may be that you need to speak up about this. And if it's at home, you know, it's time to delegate, isn't it? You know, and share out the tasks so that you can have some time to yourself. You know, you need to rest as well. And as we move on to the next card, which is the card for your general well-being, you have the Ace of Pentacles, right? So I feel that there is actually a helping hand coming in for you here with regard to your state of mind and your state of being. You know, someone's stepping in to relieve you of your burdens. Someone is stepping in to make an offer of support. And I want to say to you, be open to this offer. Don't be proud, don't be shy. You know, accept this offer and allow yourself some breathing space. That's what I want to say. Accept this offer of help, because it's all becoming a bit too much. And as we go into February, I feel you really are going to be feeling the strain. But this offer is going to step in, and, you know, this tiredness that you feel, you can then start to rest and feel so much better for it. Then as we move along, we have the Obstacles and Challenges card, and that's the Three of Pentacles. Okay, so actually, as an obstacle and a challenge, it could be that although you have this offer of practical help coming in, it may not be quite enough, you know, because the Three of Pentacles indicates, you know, working together with people, but perhaps you're just still having to plough along on your own, trying to get everything done and trying to enlist the help of others, but it's falling on deaf ears. So your advice here from the Hierophant is that, you know, it's time to set some rules or boundaries. You know, the Hierophant has a connection with institutions, with the status quo, with a certain way of doing things. It's a very traditional card, and with regard to your reading, this is asking you as an advice card to implement those rules or boundaries that are required to get the help that you need. It may be financial help that you're seeking, that you're struggling to get. It may be physical help that you're struggling to get. But whatever it is, it could be that you are your own worst enemy at the moment, and as you go into February, you know, and unless you draw those lines and accept help, such as this offer that's coming in, nothing will ever change, will it? You know, because here your message from Spirit is that you don't need to suffer alone. You don't need to deal with things on your own. There is help out there, and you need to put your foot down, is what Spirit are asking you here. You really do need to put your foot down. Goats can be so caring, and they can lose their self, you know. I love the caring ways that the goats have, but they can lose their self in amongst that. As you can see here, this person is lost, isn't he? You can't see the wood for the trees, he or she. So it's about setting down some healthy boundaries, some rules, either with those around you or even with yourself, and start saying no. Spirit want you to know that you don't have to deal with everything alone. And they also want you to know that you are a strong person and you can stand up for yourself. Okay, and let's have a look at your angel message for February. Okay, so listen to your intuition. Right, that makes a lot of sense to me, because you being a goat, your intuition is extremely good. And clearly this month it's going to be extra good. So whatever your heart is telling you, dear goats, follow that, okay? Don't be swayed by what other people tell you. If something feels right, go toward it. If something feels wrong, come away from it. The same goes with people. You know, steer clear of anyone that feels wrong to you. Especially if you're feeling a little vulnerable, because the Queen of Cups can sometimes be a little vulnerable, a bit sensitive. So don't let anyone take advantage in any way. If you feel as if they are, then listen to what that inner voice is telling you this month, all right? And you will be fine, you know. Don't dismiss what your heart is telling you. Now let's have a look at your fortune cookie. Let's see what your fortune and lucky numbers are for the month ahead. Be careful. Bees with honey in their mouths have stings in their tails. Okay, that makes a lot of sense with regard to what I said, doesn't it? You know, that person or situation that doesn't feel right, okay? Bees with honey in their mouths have stings in their tails. So whatever or whoever may seem to appear sweet, possibly isn't so, okay? So watch out for that. But if you listen to your heart, you will know. Okay, be guided by your own intuition. And your lucky numbers are 41, 38, 32, 31, 36, and 42. And that is your reading for this month. Happy Chinese New Year. If you would like to order a reading, you can do so by clicking on the link below.